This is Eric Muathe for the week of October 21st. About 2 hours before the market opens here, we're looking at the pre-market action with the Dow called down about 17 points. In fact, let's just say that the market is unchanged from Friday's all-time high closes. So, the market is opening where it closed pretty much on Friday. If we take a look at Asia, we see that China had the biggest gain here with about 1.62% overnight. And then let's take a look at Japan was up about a percentage point. As far as right now, you're looking at Europe called to unchanged, slightly to the downside. So that's how it looks like. And then if we take a look at commodities here in the first couple of hours of pre-market trading this week, we see that gold is down about a percentage point and gold is up about $1.60. So pretty much gold and silver mixed slightly to the upside. So that's how the market looks like pre-market action. If we go to the charts, we'll see that the market had a very nice week last week, and so this is a market that is scary strong. We're going to see what would happen here on a weekly. Honestly, it will take the market moving back below the 10-week moving average for bulls to be even worried about market direction. For now, with this thing trading way above the 10-week moving average, a very strong market for you. If we take a look at the daily, you might see that now we are above this channel here. So we'll see whether this is a trap or not. On the dailies, I spoke about this on the weekend that one would expect resistance somewhere around here. On the RSI, market stalls around there, that would make sense. This would be good for a pullback. If we take a look at the Dow weekly, we'll see that this week, we'll see whether the Dow can join the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 trading to new highs. So it needs to move above 15,658 for this to be a new weekly closing high. So this is the highest weekly closing high there, going back to July. So the market needs to close above that level for this to be a fresh weekly closing high. Right now we are trading above the 10-week moving average. For the week, let's see whether the market can defend that 10-week moving average like it's done over the last 2 weeks. If we take a look at the Dow Transports, they broke out last week above 66.92. So we'll see this week whether the market can continue powering ahead and have a weekly follow through after this nice breakout. If we roll over and end up below this previous weekly closing high, then maybe we start wondering whether the market is due for a pullback. On the dailies for the transports, you'll see that trading on the top side of this price channel here. So we'll see whether this is going to be resistance throughout the course of the week. And don't forget, on the RSI, we are expecting resistance somewhere around here. So if the market stalls, it's only going to make sense because this is where the market has been stalling. It stalled here, which is this high. It stalled here, which is this high. Stalled here, which is that high. So if it stalls here with a down move in the next day or two, that's going to suggest resistance on the top line here. And one wonders whether we're going to get a pullback back again to this trend line and also to the area where we have the 50-day moving average. So we'll see how that's going to work out for the rest of the week. S&P 500 weekly, you see that it too broke out above the previous weekly closing high of 1709.67. So the S&P 500 can have a nice follow through this week with a nice surge, or we'll see whether it can still hold above this level here, which was a previous weekly closing high of 1709. So if it can stay above that level, that's going to be a strong sign. If we get a pullback, let's see whether it can still stay above this breakout point. So this is a critical level in the market. That 1709 is where we need to see the market defend that if this market is to see higher prices. One more chart here is for the S&P 500 daily, and you can see the S&P 500 daily this week is going to contend with this top line of this channel here. Let's see whether this is going to be resistance or not. Also, don't forget, like most charts on the daily, one can expect resistance here, which is a level where the market has been stalling. It stalled at that point, which is this high stalled there, that high, stalled here recently, which was this high. We see where this is also going to become a store point. So lots of things to see this week. Let's see whether for the first part of the week, whether the market is going to defend this price channel top line and also the level on the RSI. We'll know this by the next 1 or 2 days early on in this week. Eric Moore, good luck, peace, and blessings.